Hello everybody, I'm JackieKCooper and this is my entertainment rundown featuring a review of Terminator Dark Fate. Now, I've lost count of how many Terminator movies that there have been, but I know it goes back almost, I think, to the mid-'80s when the first one came out, and it was the one that had Linda Hamilton as Sarah Connor, and Arnold was sent from the future to come back and kill her because her son would grow up to be the head of the revolutionaries against the robot people, the artificial intelligence who had taken over the world. I don't know if all that's completely correct, but that was the gist of what I remember. But I just remember Sarah Connor, played by Linda Hamilton, was such a fierce warrior, but she was believable. And then, of course, Arnold was just this, robotic character, and who said, "I'll be back," or whatever it was that he said. But now we jump forward, almost 35 years from that first one. I think it's around 35 years. And we have the new one. And in this, there is a new person sent from the future, an enhanced human being played by Mackenzie Davis. And she has come back to protect this young girl played by Natalie Reyes. And same thing, this girl is going to have an influence on the future, so they're going to send back people into the past from the future to kill her so the future doesn't exist. Basically what the first Terminator was all about. But in this one, when Mackenzie Davis's character has come back from the future to try to protect this young girl, then while she's protecting her against this robotic machine that looks human, who's played by Diego Boneta, here appears Sarah Connor, played by Linda Hamilton, all these years later. And she is joining in to help protect this young girl because when she had saved her son from the first Terminator, then the future had been altered. But now she's aware of other things that are happening in the future where they're coming back and trying to eliminate people to prevent them from causing things that will have impact on the future. I'm confused just saying that. But anyway, here she appears. And then she joins in with the girl from the future to protect this young girl who has some impact on the future. And they go and find somebody else who can help them, and it turns out to be, of all things, Arnold. So in the last part of the movie, you've not only got Linda Hamilton on screen, you've got Arnold on screen. But the movie is basically same old, same old. It's fascinating to me to see the creature from the future be destroyed, human, and then all this molten metal looks like it forms back up and turns into the human once again. And it can ooze and seep its way around. It can join itself together if it's been split apart. It has all kind of, it can if it comes up in contact with a human, it kills that human and takes on the guise of what that human looks like. So all of that is fun, but it's just that you're going down the same old road again. And for some people, that's not enough. The magic that was there in the original Terminator when everything was fresh and new, that magic just isn't there anymore. And of course, I'm sitting there watching it, and it looks like, and you can check me out on this, but it looks like that the bad Terminator from the future can kind of spin off other robots from his core frame. So why didn't he just do 100 robots and just take over everything rather than doing battle with one extra or no extra or two extra? I couldn't understand that. But these kind of movies, I don't guess you're supposed to understand the basic ABCs. One thing that did fascinate me is Mackenzie Davis, whoever she is. I don't remember seeing her in another movie, but she is a dead ringer for Mary Stuart Masterson, who made a movie called Some Kind of Wonderful. You can look this movie up. It's a great movie to watch. And she plays Drummer Girl, and she has short blonde hair, and she and this Mackenzie Davis on first view look like they're clones of each other. It fascinated me to see them. So if you've ever seen Some Kind of Wonderful, you're going to get a jolt when you think that's Mary Stuart Masterson in that role. But the film is rated R for violence, profanity, and nudity. Again, you're going down the same old road, but having Linda Hamilton and Arnold Schwarzenegger in there, to me, gave it a boost. That was just like the cherry on top of the whipped cream. And I gave it a 6 out of 10 because of that reason. They're back, they're together, and the plot is the same. But this has been, my entertainment rundown this week. Reach down there and hit that subscriber button, because we've got a lot of other movie reviews coming up, and we want you on board as a subscriber. But this has been my entertainment rundown of Terminator Dark Fate.